Hello, hello. This is the Awful and Awesome Entertainment Wrap, episode 297. This is Rajyasree.
And I'm Nainika.
Hello, Abhinandan's looking so pretty today. So we have, because Abhinandan is not here, we have 3 long form things because we are not anal now about
Correct.
2 long form, 1 short form, all that. So we have Jubilee, which is the new series which is on Amazon Prime. We have Beef, which is the new series which is on Netflix. And Anni, the Honeymoon Murder, which is on Prime Video Store, which I like crime a lot, true crime, so that's why it's on it. And then we have a mix of other things as well.
We have Babylon. Did you catch it?
Did you watch it?
I did.
Oh, then we'll discuss it. So we have 4 long form. It doesn't get better than this now.
Did you watch the Barbie trailer?
That I watched.
Oh, okay. We have that to talk about, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah. Let's start with Babylon, which I did not watch.
Oh my
God. But I have some details on. It is directed by Damien Chazelle, who made La La Land. And it stars Margot Robbie and Brad Pitt. Any other well-known people?
Diego Calva, who is, I think it was only his second or third, his credit. And he looked very good. So
everyone looks quite good in this film.
That which is the only saving grace.
Yeah. So I had put it on the list, but then I got lazy because I thought someone should be lazy to strike that balance of when Abhinandan's here and not here. But it's about when films are going from, it's the heyday of Hollywood, and is it from when it's going to silent movies to...
So they show the transition. It moves from silent films to talkies to Technicolor stuff. But yeah, its starting point is when the transition happens from silent movies to talkies.
And Margot Robbie is trying to make it...
She is, she's trying to make it. She's this ingenue, and she, shows up to the scene, and she's so sure I'm going to be a star, and she shows up to the set with, all of her conviction intact, and she initially gains fame, but spoiler alert, I guess, if you're really
it's been there for very long.
Yeah, it's been there for long. But she's very excited, and, initially she's very good when she's supposed to act in silent films because she's just one of those, hyper personalities who just conveys to the screen very well. But then the moment she actually has to talk, she realizes she can't do it because her voice is just not good for the screen. So it just shows her decline. She suddenly tastes fame, and then it goes downhill. And
Brad Pitt is the big star.
He's a big star again. So I think the movie the central theme is fame and how difficult it can get, and how, you're not used to, because I think movies were also the first time the distribution margins became very low. So mega stars started appearing out of nowhere, and how fame is not even a concept that you can grasp on that level, and suddenly you are exposed to that level of fame, that level of money, and so many people can see you and judge your work, and how difficult it becomes emotionally. So that's what the movie is about. Diego Calva plays this guy Manuel, and he is supposed to be, I think he acts like a producer or one of those film execs who used to decide what movies are made, who is represented which way. The movie is very, how do I say, what's the neater sounding term? There's too many bodily fluids. There's
I know there's some vomiting and
pooping.
There's an elephant which poops on the camera. On the camera.
Yeah, it was the starting, it was the first scene actually. And the thing is, I sat down to watch the movie along with my dinner. And I'm just literally, as I'm about to take the first morsel, it's just this torrent of elephant shit onto the screen.
Onto the thing.
I was just I can't eat. So nice. And then there's this scene where she's it's supposed to be a very emotional scene. Margot Robbie has this outburst in front of some high society people because she's just a woman from New Jersey. And she gets super pissed at a party because they're trying to humiliate her for not being cool enough. So at the end, she just gets really pissed. And then at the end, she goes and vomits on somebody. And you could just have it be a normal vomiting screen. But it's just
projectile
it's
vomiting.
Weird CGI vomiting. She vomits enough.
No, but I've seen someone do projectual vomiting. So maybe it's it was across the room.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Okay.
Because everyone watched in horror. So it's that kind of...
So this is I'm so curious about the circumstances of how this happened, but I don't think it's something we should be talking about on camera. But she did vomit a lot. It was enough for I don't know, her whole body could be made out of vomit at that point. It was gross. But I lived through it.
But is it worth watching? Because I read mixed reviews and that's why It was like, okay, I don't know whether I want to suffer through it.
Yeah, it's 3 hours, 10 minutes. So no.
That's the other thing. Like I was like, I have to finish Jubilee
Exactly.
and this and that. And
So it's 3 hours, 9 minutes. And I thought it was about 1.5 hours too long.
moving on from that, we will discuss another series which is about the film industry and which is in a way similar to what is it, Babylon?
Yeah.
But in the sense that it's about the turn of the film industry in India. It's called Jubilee and it's directed by Vikramaditya Motwane, who had directed Uran, which is a fabulous film. If you have not seen it, you must watch it. He also directed Lutera, which has Sonakshi Sinha and Ranveer Singh.
Yes.
And it's actually a very nice film if you can move past the fact that it's Sonakshi Sinha. So Jubilee, I have to say, I had read fabulous reviews about.
Yes.
So it's very stylized. It's sepia tone, tinted
Entirely,
and all
yes.
that. But I found it a little too forced stylized.
For sure. I was going to say the same
it did
thing.
not seem like you can make something seem like a period film.
Yes.
Where it actually seems like it's shot in the 60s or 70s. Here it didn't seem
So
like that.
okay. I was just going to... Are you aware of the concept of an iPhone face?
That must be what I do when I'm taking a selfie.
No, that's not. So basically, iPhone face is this Twitter concept, like a meme, which is like, sometimes you see an actor in a period drama and they're technically doing a good job, but they just have the kind of face where where you just know that they know what an iPhone is, so you can never suspend disbelief and think that's set into a period drama. I think everybody except for Prasenjit and Vamika.
Kapoor.
And Ram Kapoor too. I think like Prasenjit and Vamika did not have an iPhone face. Everybody else had like a very severe case of the iPhone face. Like I cannot in my dreams believe that Aditi Rao Hyadri like slots into the character of with Sumitra, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just like, she does not. Like I know that face knows what iPhone is and her brows don't even look like, how they should look for like period heroines. It just wasn't. It didn't match up. So I thought the art direction, like the set and all that they created, I think they created 3 sets. So one was Bombay, one was the studio,
Karachi
and one was
also.
Lucknow. 3 sets that they had created. I thought the sets were decent. Like the lighting was a little dim to, convey the fact that they're living in the kind of times. It's all sepia tone. So I think it was stylized in a particular way, but all of that goes to waste when everybody has a face where it's just like, they don't slot into the thing well.
Also, I felt it took too long to build what was happening. The other thing is, at least in my eyes, the guy who plays Jamshed Khan, which is Nandesh Singh Sandhu, and the guy who plays Jay Khanna, which is Siddhant Gupta, look like twins.
Same. They look the
so
same.
I thought it's that Jamshed Khan has only come back. Then I realized it's not Jamshed Khan. They look too similar.
They look similar and both of them look very more. And all of them, they use they use words like intensity. I'm like...
No, people were using intensity
no, I get
then
it.
also.
But it
Don't
was
be
just
like that.
the dialogue was a little too stilted
No, so
for me.
it just didn't do it for me. I didn't care for the characters. I didn't...
Did you like any one character? Anybody that you actually thought...
No one. I like no one.
I thought Vamika, Gabi...
You didn't like Ram? Arun Govil is there.
He is nice, but...
As
Jai Khanna's father.
So I was surprised that they had...
Who's actually a sweet guy and like a theatre-loving... I thought he was good, but I thought that Vamika, Gabi... She's so... I think she has wonderful screen presence. Like
she's bubbly.
She's bubbly. She goes from this gazelle face and the swan-like movements of a courtesan. Suddenly she becomes this mischievous woman and, she's well-learned in the tricks of the trade. And I don't know, I thought she was very good and she fit into the role. I'm excited to see her do better. I think it's only the first few things that she's done and she's doing a decent job. I think some characters are fun to watch in the sense that they know that they enjoyed doing this whole thing that they did. It's kind of like watching Ranveer Singh.
I don't know what to say when they are complimenting Ranveer Singh. But
don't you think he's fun? Okay,
no,
would you hang out?
I would want to whack him.
Would you want to hang out with him at a party?
I'd say please keep quiet.
Would you want to?
He's one of those people. I'd say please.
You wouldn't even hang out with him at a party.
No, I'd be very annoyed.
I think he'd make for good fun. Like he'd make for a good time.
He'd be fun for 5 minutes. After that, you'd be like, please stop talking to me. So for the rest of the podcast, for the entire thing, you'll have to log on to News Laundry. It's behind a paid wall, and you need to subscribe to News Laundry, which of course you should for many reasons other than just for this podcast. One of the reasons being the NL Sena project that we have coming ahead of the big fight in 2024. The assembly polls in Karnataka are crucial, and there's a new NL Sena project that will allow our reporters and editors to bring you essential stories from the ground. Pratik, Sumedha will be on ground. Manisha and Atul will join them for a new installment of another election show. So subscribe. Not only will you be able to hear this wonderful podcast of ours, but you'll also be able to support free news, and write to us at newslaundry.com/podcast-letters or podcast@newslaundry.com, and only send nice, polite mails. No, you can send rude mails also.
The subscription model is something that keeps News Laundry afloat, but we need hundreds and thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free, और गर्व से कहो मेरे खर्च पर आजाद है खबरें.